Okay, so I hope you had a chance to try sorting those results by amount spent so we can get a more useful output there. Let's compare your solution to mine again. So if you want to look at mine, you can click on total spent by customers sorted. Double click on that and see how I did it. Pretty much the same stuff as the original code that we went through in the previous lecture, so I'm not going to reiterate all the stuff that didn't change. All we did change was this bit here. So at this point here, we have the total amount by customer. So we have reduced our data down to have key value pairs where we have individual customer IDs associated with the amount spent by that customer across the entire database. So just like we did in the word count sorted example, we're going to flip that on its head and try to take advantage of the sort by key operation that Spark offers. That way we can actually distribute the sorting of this on the cluster if we want to. So to do that, we need to make our values the keys and the keys the values because we want to sort by the values, the amount spent. So we're creating this flipped RDD that's just mapping total by customer to take the input key value pair X and take the second element and make it first, and we take the first element and make it second. So it's just flipping the key and the value to make the new key the amount spent and the new value the user ID. We then sort by key to actually sort that by the amount spent, that first value there, and then we can collect the results back and print out each line. So let's see if it works. Right-click on total spent by customer sorted and run it, and we should see who our big spenders are. All right, looks like it worked. So we have in the first column now the amount spent. So we can see that the most anyone spent was $6,375.45, and that was by user number 68. So we can see that user 68 was our biggest spender. And if we were to scroll up, we could see our cheapest spender, if you will. $3,309 went to user 45. And again, if you do want to push yourself further, you could try to format this output a little bit more nicely. I'm not going to go through that with you, but if you do feel like you want even more of a challenge, see if you can print out each line just to say more verbosely, user ID, whatever, spent this much money, and format the money in real monetary format, $, some integer, dot, 2 decimal points, right? And that's not really going to be a Spark problem. It's more of a Scala problem. But if you want to go further, that's one way to do it. But yeah, that's enough for now. So we've learned about RDDs. Again, RDDs are the original API for Apache Spark going back to Spark 1, and they still have their place for many types of problems. They can offer the best performance and the most flexibility in what you can do. But it's time to move on. So let's go talk about data frames and data sets next, because that's really the more modern way of doing Spark code. And we'll revisit these examples, doing them again using data sets in the next section.